Hi, everybody. Welcome to Actual Play Broadcast. We're just chilling here with our return to Persona Nova, our Trinity Continuum Aberrant campaign. Just chilled out vibes where nothing dramatic is going on in our game. We're just vibing. Who do I have with me here today?
Yeah, my name is Lane, or you may know me as Florian or Saint Florian. I'm playing the probably most relaxed Nova in existence, Ross, also known as Aftermath.
Hello, I'm Scolex, and I'm playing the number one hot new Nova, Zara.
Since we're going for a very chill vibe today, I am Idol, and I'm playing the character of Theta.
Ooh.
And I'm Zhutalk, and I'm playing Moses, aka Blink, who doesn't know how to be chill.
And of course, I am, as always, Zemian, who is playing everyone and everything else. Who wants to recap what happened last time?
Eh, Superpowers and stuff.
Sick.
So different to how we normally start.
We made a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, we
Said
sure
I'm
did.
fucking I'm
On the
fucking
fucking wall.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did make a list. That did happen.
Yeah, for sure. Before that, I think we started with an investigation um, where Blink was looking into a series set, a collection of grisly murders that were found somewhere in Nevada, alongside two other Utopian novas, Dark Velocity and Slow Burn. Using their powers, they scoured the scene to find any traces, any information that may be useful, and ultimately they did with Blink's power to uh, smell things coming into play. Finding a thumb drive at the end with all sorts of ghastly information, names and contacts, basically pointing fingers in the right direction. Afterwards, he got lunch with them, discussed some things. Was happy that he spent some time with Slowburn, even if the situation, the details were maybe not the best. Afterwards, once he got back, there was more good news as well. Whatever group that Kazia belongs to, there was a woman that showed up. Um, I don't believe I have her name, but I think she mentioned it in the episode.
Diane or Diana? I think it was
Diane.
Diane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she shows up and is able to restore his sister Cassie's mind. And she eventually slowly begins to wake up. Of course, everybody in the room is happy that she is back, but Theta follows the woman Diane, and so does Blink to thank her and to get some more information. Theta was, you know, amazed, perhaps a little upset. She wanted to know how she did that, and I don't think you exactly learned, but gave you something cryptic, restored her mind, that sort of thing. Afterwards, we gathered up to discuss, state of affairs, and eventually made a list of everything that we had to deal with. Literally just on the wall, on a pillar in the main room, for all to see, more or less. And I think, like, we basically just wrapped up the day there. We also had our meeting with Bryce last time, and it went surprisingly, or not Bryce. What's his name? Belson. Names.
Yeah.
I'm so good at those. Um, and it went surprisingly well. We were expecting the worst from the Sen reporter, but everybody kind of left that meeting satisfied. Of course, the
We
article's not
haven't.
out yet, so
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't seen the article yet, so
he could
yeah.
just destroy us potentially. But
He
Zara
won't, I
did
make
see
sure
to
of it.
that. Yeah, you saw to that a little bit. So Yeah, hopefully it's a good article. Who knows? Probably will
Yeah,
be.
there was also a very small meta event happened last session. It's not really worth noting, but I just want to bring some attention to it. The intrigue pool popped last session.
That's true.
It's not a big deal, but just wanted to remind people that that happened with 5 successes
Big deal.
on 10 dice.
Yeah, why'd you do that? Stop that.
It's the game we're playing, man. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just following the rules.
Above
Zeta
table
also
is-
contacted Gilder and set up an appointment.
That's true.
That's true. It is very true. That did
Sure,
happen.
those things won't be related at all.
Please.
Certainly not. Why would they be?
Yeah.
There's not reason for that to be related at all.
Above table, 5 successes is a staggering amount for the first roll of our intrigue pool
Yeah.
here. So, whatever's going to happen will be pretty significant. We just don't know what it's going to be yet.
Yeah.
On that note of anticipation, I think that's about it.
Yeah. Do we remember what day the meeting with Gilder was?
You said
felt like
Monday, 10 p.m.
Monday. Yeah.
Monday. Right.
Is it written? It might be written in my note. In my.
I apparently forgot to write it down in my notes, so that's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
It's especially strange because it's so late at night, but
Yeah. Yeah, I put it in our list of tasks. I can remove waking up Cassie.
yeah.
Gotta be better about putting
is
stuff on the game's calendar, so I can track stuff. Do you guys want a whiteboard channel
Maybe.
Yeah,
to have
maybe.
your list?
I was gonna
Just call-
suggest pinning this, but that
Just-
works too.
Just call it the wall, please.
The wall.
The wall. Okay, I'll give you a channel called the wall.
There we
Another
go.
note in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
damn.
go.
Yeah.
I was trying to work in a Pink Floyd reference. I just couldn't do
I know.
it.
Something Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know. I'm not a
Oh,
huge
that's a
Pink Floyd
different
person.
album. No,
I
it's
know. I couldn't act like I've listened to Pink Floyd. I do like the music. I could not name a song of theirs though. I
That's
just know
fair.
I've heard them and I like it. I just
That's
yeah.
okay.
It's not. I'm gonna be lynched for this. It's a Pink Floyd fan listening to this right now, and he's gonna be like,
What?
"Yeah, well,
Yeah,
gonna have to hunt him down. Gonna have to pipe bomb his house in Minecraft."
that's crazy.
Or sorry, Minecraft is dead. Hightail. I'm gonna pipe bomb my house in Hightail.
Minecraft is dead.
That's true.
Wow.
This fucking list. Just that first line, Mick Bomb, bitch. Chef's kiss.
It's a good name.
Yeah, so good. Wild. As long as you guys understand what this stuff means, like daddy issues.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine,
coded
you know.
because we didn't want
Yeah.
anyone who might be in the apartment to understand that we realize that Ross's father's still alive.
Got you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what daddy issues is.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Phenomenal. Great. Okay. Well, you guys, we ended on you having that meeting with Belson. Turned in for the night, so we're gonna be on Saturday morning. So this is going to be April the 8th, 2028. One of these days, I'm going to do the math of the Nova population scaling, and every once in a while, I will include the current Nova population with the date.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
One new Nova every day.
I think that means we're
know.
gonna have a sudden eruption event again. because it's going to be like pretty consistent for a while. Then all of a sudden, one day it's going to jump up like 80 people.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
maybe. Yeah, we'll notice. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think that means we're gonna have a town crier AI that tells us every session.
Just want to instill some dread in you guys. It's not enough
Great.
that time is passing. You need to
Yeah,
have
not
the
enough
sense that there are
dread.
more and more novas appearing.
It's just more friends.
It's not a Zemian game if there's no dread. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't matter how many appear, I'll still be number 1.
Damn. Good attitude.
Right? The confidence. The
That helps
Zara
our
of it
second night.
all.
Cool. Okay, well, it's about 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. What are we doing?
Seeing if her mom's been checked out yet.
Yeah, heading down there. They're actually like she's having breakfast, but they're in the process of getting ready to let her out.
Nice.
Yeah. Doing all those final checks and paperwork and stuff, and she'll be out in the next couple hours.
Okay. She'll come back the next couple hours. She's gonna go make sure that the apartment, whatever they're giving her in the tower, is ready. Because she
Yeah,
had
that's
the HR people look into it.
yeah, that's been handled.
Okay. Well, that's it for now. That's what she's doing.
Yeah. I spent a little bit of time doing some running around in the tower for that. Not a lot, but it'll take at least 30 minutes for you.
How's Blink's sister doing?
She's awake. She's more cogent. She's been kind of filled in on what exactly she's missed. So she is just kind of coping. There's also been a psychologist that has come in to kind of check in on some things with her. And that's going to be happening throughout the day.
Okay.
And it will be a little bit of an ongoing thing from what you've been told.
Zara is just laying in her bed, doom scrolling, waiting for anyone to call her for any action.
Oh, wow.
Wild.
Does the algorithm give her anything relevant while she's doom scrolling her Ripple feed?
Relevant is a very broad and vague term. Relevant
You
to
are
what?
right. Anything regarding past events? Like the article.
Arguably, everything on social media is in regards to past events.
Oh, you're gonna be like that, are you?
The article regarding Belson, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Belson's article has not been published yet.
He's a slow one. Okay.
Well, he had the interview last night at like
Exactly.
dinner time last night.
That might take like
So
Is it an
it might
exclusive or
be
not?
a couple days. I mean, it's an exclusive, so he's not racing anybody to the article.
yeah.
If you look at it from that perspective, okay.
Yeah.
From my perspective, we could have gained 2 exclusives. See who's more exclusive.
Well, that's not exclusivity then, now is it?
Yeah, it is when you talk to
If-
them, but it's up to them.
If
to
you
do
have
it.
an exclusive with one group and an exclusive with another group on the same topic, it's not exclusive anymore. And both
Okay,
groups are
so
going to
it
be mad.
promises that we won't. Fine.
Yes. That's the point of an exclusive.
let's move past this.
I think we need to debate about it for another hour at least.
For sure.
um, but yeah, his article's not been posted. As far as like what's going on in the media though, there is some stuff circulating already that that a treatment may have been devised for the victims of the attack. That's kind of been making semi-national news. Like it's not super widely picked up, but it's definitely being picked up outside of Novara. Of course, there's the usual news of conflicts happening in other parts of the world. Um, some Nova pop stars put out a new Novox album. There's more news involving the various churches. There was a protest by the Church of Michael Archangel in D.C. the other day. There's been some talk of the grand opening for a church to the imminent Eschaton here in Novara. Um,
That's a lot of things.
yeah, and of course, there's just a lot of the usual stuff. You know, social media being social media, losing their minds over all kinds of frivolous things. I mean, you could doom scroll endlessly on any number of topics.
Is it a real church opening or just some wishes?
It's a real church. So,
No, I
Church
mean
of the
like,
Imminent Eschaton.
okay, so when is that happening and where?
It should be opening by the end of the month.
Okay.
It's going to be here in Novara. It's not going to be central Novara just because of the way the city has been planned out. But it's not going to be terribly far away from you guys are actually. It's going to be a few minutes down the road.
That's interesting. Also, what about those Novox albums? Are they doing well? Are they being well received?
Novox albums always do well. It's kind of
Yeah.
the thing is you're in the music scene. You understand what Novox is. You know, novas that are amplifying the emotional impact of their music. And with pop, it's very upbeat, you know. Of course, you've heard of Terox, or Terrare, I mean, but it's not as popular. Um, but I don't know how closely you would follow other genres of music. Maybe you're aware of when Terrare albums come out. But Novox albums generally do well, even for the smaller time creators, as small time as a Nova musician can be, anyways. So they're doing decent. You know, people of course are fangirling over them on social media. They're very, very excited. Of course, all the stuff is people being, you know, oh, this is so good, this is so great, best album yet, blah blah blah. And of course, there are the people who are, you know, the counterculture. Or, I gotta dislike the thing because everybody else likes it. Who are just like, yeah, this is trash. And then people getting in arguments, being like, oh, I bet you didn't even listen to it, you fucking chud, stuff like that.
She
And
would
it's
give it a
just, you know,
listen. What's the album about?
the album on the whole is a lot of very typical, like some songs about love, some songs about empowerment.
Is it
Like
very generic
it's
or is
yeah,
it
it's
heartfelt?
nothing. It's pretty generic. Like it's nothing daring. It doesn't really come off as like super personal or anything. Like
Then she
as
wants to.
somebody in the industry, it's like, okay, this is a really run of the mill album. It's a very safe choice. Like yeah.
Yeah, no likes on that one. But Zara loves music, so she would probably follow a lot of profiles of all genres. So I'm curious about that other thing you mentioned.
Ah, so Terraire is similar to Novox in that it uses Nova's abilities to enhance the emotions of the person listening to the music. Terraire, on the other hand, is essentially born out of the metal scene. Um,
Ah,
and it typically invokes anger and rage, amongst other things. Um, there are some people who argue that it's a very dangerous type of music, um, and that it's kind of funny because it's like the second wave of like the anti-rock sentiment from decades ago, where there were people who were like, oh, it's satanic music. It corrupts the people who listens to it, stuff like that. Um, and so some of those conversations are coming back in response to Terrare, and it's not entirely wrong. In venues where Terrare music has been played, typically like a bar brawl ensues. Um, and there have been some unfortunate linkages of some people who've gone off to do violent crimes being pretty consistent Terrare listeners. That's not
and
saying all people that listen to Terrare turn out that way, but you know, there has been correlations.
and out of the stuff that popped up on her feed, are they angry about something, or are just they like generally angry, everything is terrible?
It depends on the artist and the person who's listening to the artist. There are, matter of fact, go ahead and give me a let's make this a roll. Let's make it a culture roll. Um, let's see how aware you are of this side of the music scene. Um, and we'll say um we'll say intellect culture, because you don't this music isn't in your scene, but you are in the general music scene. Okay,
He
so
likes
success.
music. He needs collabs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a difference between liking music and being aware of the culture that creates the context around the music.
That's
Um,
true.
so you understand, yeah, there's a lot of these different groups, and similar to like the real world metal scene, there's a concerning number of groups that are um well, they peddle racist ideology and other things like that. There are some metal groups that are very hateful. Torare isn't really an exception. There are some people that are debatably really like riding the line of potentially being Nova supremacists that do Terrare. There are definitely some pro Terrigen Novas that do Terrare, who are really trying to rebel against the system of trying to be like classified as human and stuff. And you know that there are a lot of bass lines that actually listen to the music and they're like, "You're so right, man," and it's like you're baseline advocating for novas who don't want to be considered human. Okay. How you feel about that is up to you, but it's an interesting thing to take note of because
I don't get
you'd be
it.
intimately aware that there are bass lines that are like, yeah, I get it. Um, but then of course there are people who are like very Rage Against the Machine esque, where they're about standing up against the systems of oppression and things as they are now and trying to call out the things that are problematic in the world. So you have some like genuinely good groups that are trying to channel rage at things that they view need to be deconstructed. And then there are those with questionable moral fiber.
Are any of those questionable Satanists against the Church of Saint Michael, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are definitely there are those that use like a lot of like satanic imagery and aesthetic, and then
No,
there
I
are
mean, like,
those
is
that like
anyone in
utilize.
particular like against the Church of Saint Michael in their songs? Like, are they
Oh,
vocal
of
about that?
course. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
that's
of course.
cool.
There are a number of those groups. Yeah, 100%. Um,
I'll take note of those. I'll send them an Ripple DM for a collab.
okay. Well, I'm
Those
good with that.
collabs need to happen, though. Collabs are due to happen.
That you so far you are trying to collab with famous people who have other stuff
I
going
did not
on.
try. I got their word to be done. My
Yeah,
patience is
it's
thin.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but
The
it's not
video,
everything happens on your schedule.
my own video should happen on my own schedule. But
Well, they got to make shit happen. It just doesn't.
they gotta
The
make it
set and all the
happen.
actors and everything doesn't happen with a snap of the fingers.
Well, let's hope these bands will be more available because they're less
Yeah.
known.
The video is they're working on getting shit together. It's been like a week since you called
We
me
need to
about that.
act in that video. It needs to be a whole thing.
We'll get there.
Zutak as well.
Yeah, dancing and stuff.
Anyway, I will message them to check me out. I will tell them something like, this is not my only genre. I am really for the cause that you represented in your songs. If you would be open for a collab, I'm here.
Okay.
And she
All
waits
right.
to be called further.
Yeah. So you send that DM. What's Ross up to?
I guess I'm in the staging process for a couple of different projects right now, just kind of bouncing between them. I'm
Okay.
blueprinting out a new suit, of course. But I guess I'm also making a Shark Tank,
Yes.
designing blueprints for that.
There you go. Cool. Making a Shark Tank surprisingly easy for you. Could make it as realistically as complicated as you want, really.
I see, I
Um,
see.
like I mean, it's a fucking tank. It's a fish tank, man. It's pretty fucking simple.
Yeah,
Um,
just gotta get the water, I guess. Get that flowing, you know.
yeah. Although there's the consideration of like this thing is gonna have to be cleaned regularly. Like you do like the basic research to just understand what do sharks require, and it's like, oh, they actually require pretty clean water. So like that shit needs to be cleaned on the regular.
Sure, I could design a
Um,
filtration system and perhaps fill the tank with creatures that could also help filter out biological material, just in case.
Oh, yeah, sure could. Sure could.
The question is where we're
Okay.
going to put this.
That is a question.
We'll just replace the floor in Theta's room with it.
Not impossible.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I was trying to research accents.
Okay.
I missed what you were doing. What are you doing to my floor?
Replacing
Turning
it
your
with a
room.
shark tank.
Oh, actually, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Carry on.
As you were.
Well, seems like Theta's on board. So, yeah, we'll just get the schematics for that going, I suppose. Oh, wait. I built this tower. I don't think I need them. I remember.
There you go. There you go, dude.
Sweet. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Cool. So, sounds like it's a largely chill day. We're gonna advance your time a little bit.
Okay.
Um, it is Monday. Rolls around. Monday morning, you guys get up, start going through your morning routines. It is April the 10th. Um, you do have your Gilder meeting tonight. Um, however, all of your social medias have been blowing up in the early hours of the morning.
Pray
Oh
tell,
yeah.
what do they say?
So you all get on social media. You guys also have messages from Bryce saying like, do not respond to anything, just let PR figure out how to handle the situation. Um, and there is a metric fuck ton of comments along the lines of, how are we supposed to trust these people? You people are monsters. Um, as well as like, what's the point of having Novas around? And it's not like a clear, specific, what the fuck are these people talking about? You'll eventually make your way through the slew of shit and see that there is an article that was posted by the N Network that is slandering your team with your incompetence in the response to the attack, that you were not officially requested by the police. You arrived on your own volition and involved yourselves without communicating with the proper authorities. But even further yet, the real meat of this article is that there is a supposed eyewitness account from somebody who wished to remain anonymous involving the death of many people at the university at the hands of Aftermath during his eruption. And the article is attributed to a woman by the name of Lisa Sampson.
Is that a familiar name?
Not particularly.
Okay.
You can quickly like check. She is an employee with N. Um, she's written articles for them before. She definitely has investigative reporter vibes. Um, the article pretty fucking damning. It also points out a number of issues where there's allegations that you all have not been particularly cooperative with law enforcement previously. Additionally, the article also includes that there is reason to believe that this attacker had allegedly been apprehended previously by your team, but clearly something went wrong because they have attacked again. And while your team did save these people, who knows the degree of psychological trauma that will be inflicted upon them, as well as the general danger of this alleged supervillain potentially that is still able to run free due to your team's incompetence. Um, it is a lot of things just coming crashing down in this one article.
Zara will storm down to the common room and wait for anybody to get in there.
Okay, so Moses is like also storming in, running in like, oh shit! Did you see? What are we gonna do? This is bad. This is really bad. This is okay, and I start pacing at like super speed in the room.
Burning the carpet.
Yeah.
Theta's a little more chill about it, actually. She kind of like rolls her eyes. She's not happy about the leak regarding Aftermath. But the rest of it to her just feels like it can be kind of crypt information, but that was interpreted wrong. So she feels like those can be handled, in her personal opinion. But the Aftermath stuff is a little bit. She's more concerned, I guess, about how that will play out. So she's not as panicked when she gets up and steps into the common room.
I haven't stepped out yet.
Oh my god.
We're probably gonna have to go get him.
Yeah, Zara will. She's like pouring herself a drink to calm down because how come her powers didn't work or what's really happening here?
Well,
She's like,
it wasn't written by our guy. This was written by a different N
Yeah.
reporter.
oh really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's Lisa Sampson. That's who wrote it.
I thought that was the eyewitness.
No, the eyewitness is unnamed.
Okay. Oh, okay then. But still, she pour a drink, and yeah, let's go get Ross.
Okay. I guess I will.
We'll all go. This is a fucking crisis. Where is he? Has he
Well,
not
if
seen his
he's
room?
if he's in his room, he might not have a suit on. So let me knock first and see.
Just
So
because it happened once.
We'll go knock on the door.
Yes,
Can we come in?
sure.
All of us?
Are you decent?
I'm fine. You may come in.
Okay, she'll open the door and go in.
Right.
Just
Hanging dong.
God. Yeah, I'm just sitting there
So
drawing on blueprint paper at the moment. Just catching out details.
So, Ross, did you like happen to look at Ripple or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so why are you calm then?
I have other things to worry about.
I can't believe that they're calling you out like that. Who is this eyewitness? What is this?
It is concerning, I suppose.
That is fucking lame.
Hmm. Well, we do have a public relations department for a reason. That is why these people are getting paid to handle this.
Okay, they can handle it. I won't do anything. Let them worry about it as Bryce have instructed us, but wasn't this an exclusive? I don't know. This is all mixed up. Like, am I not remembering right? Or should not have been an exclusive for that guy, and now this woman is calling you out for something that happened before? Like, what? I mean, this all stinks. And like I can't remember what happened to those police agents we talked about. We told them we don't want anything to do with them, and then they threaten us. Is this their doing? I don't like this at all.
It's annoying, but I I don't know what else we can do about it except let the PR team fucking calm it down and then just keep doing enough to prove them wrong that we're not what they're
I
saying we are.
completely agree. That's the plan of action, but I want to understand what the fuck, who the fuck is calling us out here. And so we come to Mr. Big Brain's room and I ask you, what's happening? Is this the police? Is this the corrupted news painting us bad?
From the likes of things, it seems that this article has been some time in the making. It's been tracking us since our eruption. We obviously did not witness everyone there that day. It's possible that someone did see what happened and chose to reach out. As
Just an
for the
interesting
timing,
timing. Yeah.
they chose now because we were recently wrapped up in something notable with the school.
Oh
Not
my God, are they
entirely
preying on us like animals? What is this?
Of course, this is the media. Now is the perfect time.
Fine, they're not doing anything makes even more sense. So you don't think that like the FBI and the police wants to pay us bad because we didn't cooperate with them?
I don't believe the agents that we spoke with are quite so petty.
They could have said something in an interview, but I don't think they were the ones that reached out.
It's important that they maintain a level of professionalism, decorum. Could one of them have spoken privately, perhaps, but to have this be directly supplied by a federal organization, I highly doubt.
Pettiness knows no bounds, but I trust your judgment.
Okay,
Anyway, I won't
but,
comment on it.
but what? We're just supposed to wait it out? Like what? I mean, shouldn't we, you know,
Slander.
If you want to be more proactive, I would recommend speaking with Bryce. He's
Hey,
likely
he said,
already dealing with it.
yeah, he said not to talk to them, and any publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad.
That is
So
untrue.
as long as they're talking about me, it's okay.
Ye- I don't really think it works like that this time.
I think that is a lie that people who are not popular tell themselves when they aren't popular. Now that you
Do
are,
you?
evaluate that.
Well, I cannot prove you wrong, but look, if they are talking badly about us, that means some other groups are talking good about us, for sure. Whatever.
Okay. Are there people defending us online as well?
They have to be.
There
Even
are
if they're,
some people.
yeah,
Yeah, there are
there
some
always
people,
will
but
be. Just
they are being drowned out by the outrage right now.
Okay.
When the time comes back to this incident, they are gonna come back to those people that defended us and say they were right. They were ahead of their time.
actually, yeah, you're not wrong.
They will say, we cannot believe we doubted these heroes of Novara. And they will stand by us then. Okay, I know this seems like a stretch, but we gotta keep a positive outlook. And trust in Bryce. We are paying those people to do something, so
I guess I don't. I think we need to call him, and like call Bryce.
Rings, rings, rings. You think it's about to go to voicemail when he finally picks up. Hello, Moses.
Hey, so you're on speaker. What are we gonna do about this? What is being done? What can we do? This seems pretty bad.
PR is trying to get the full scope of the damage. Um, at the moment, they're trying to figure out where exactly this information came from. If they can figure that out, we can potentially essentially discredit it. Um, of course, they did a good job of keeping their sources anonymous, and they provided enough details for it to be convincing. So, who knows if we'll be able to actually find the sources to discredit it? But at the moment, that is the first plan. If that does not work out, then the plan is to figure out something to make you guys look good. Um, to just take their mind off of it, essentially, and show that you guys do good. Um,
Oh, okay. So I gotta say, you sound pretty calm about this. Is this like normal? Is this like a scale you're used to dealing with of public?
no,
No.
I understand that losing my shit is not going to help anybody right now.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So the best thing I can do is stay calm and trust in the process, which is the same thing I'm recommending you guys do. We have these PR people for a reason. This isn't the first time Utopia Novas have been slandered in the media. You know, so we're just gonna figure it out, and it's we're living in a 24-hour news cycle world. So, given enough time, people will tire themselves out and they'll move on.
Zara will shout, how long do we need to keep our head down?
I don't know, but I would recommend limiting how much you're in public.
What does that mean?
Well,
in the
unless you want to get
tower.
swamped by media and stuff, or heaven forbid, influencers. Don't be seen out in public.
Well,
Because even
then
Joe Schmo with a Ripple account is going to try to shoot a video of him asking you fucking dumbass questions.
that makes sense. He should tell us when the coast is clear then.
Like, I will definitely be in touch as we figure out our strategy for addressing this. PR has been up since 6 o'clock this morning when the article went live.
Tell those boys that this is their test. If they don't fucking figure this out, we won't trust them to figure our shit out anymore.
Sarah, they know what their job is. They will take care of it.
I trust them.
This time.
Okay.
Fuck, I was gonna ask something that I forgot. Never mind.
Okay, I guess we'll just be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't forget your wife.
I think it's
What?
fiance.
Is it?
Yeah, not wife yet. Still fiance, but thank you anyways.
Clock's ticking, Bryce.
We have a date, mind you. All right. Just remain calm. And he hangs up the phone.
Remain calm and carry on. Was that the saying? Oh man, now we can't go out. I completely forgot that people would ask us about stuff now. Well,
I mean,
I
we
could
can.
write a song, but I can't publish it.
We could go somewhere where like this media stuff won't be as much of a issue.
We
Hey, we
can.
don't have to go anywhere.
Yes, we do.
We have our
Oh
meeting.
shit. Oh no, why? Do we have it
Well,
now?
it's it's later tonight, and we have been there. We've been around the city how many times? I'm pretty sure Moses can at least teleport us close enough to avoid most of the trouble.
Not that, but we have a meeting with Gilder. Is it?
I'm sure whatever in this that was already put in this article, he was already more than aware of.
Yeah.
No, now he will berate us too.
Man,
Um,
both the bass lines just fucking suck. All too familiar voice says by the door.
Oh, I thought okay, no, you're just helping yourself to our living space now. Cool.
I'm not here.
Okay.
Rakes is leaning on the wall by the door.
What? He just teleported into our base?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dick.
No, I didn't. I'm not here right now.
He said he's not here.
Do we hear him or not? What?
That's
I
a
hear right now.
sophisticated illusion. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this
Ah.
is you're actually tripping on a metric fuck ton of LSD right now.
What?
Well, yeah, sure, that makes sense.
I'm an hallucination. Very vivid though.
How
Very
dare you invade our
specific.
private sanctuary? What is this?
I'm not here right now. How
It's
can I be
just
invading your private sanctuary? It's also not very private.
Do you want a drink or not?
If you're offering, I'll take a drink. Yeah, sure.
She will.
illusions can drink.
She will hand him a glass of like tequila.
Apparently that one can.
Yeah, he takes it. He drinks. So, baseline.
So, yeah, baselines. They're something.
Yeah. Well,
We knew they were awful before we erupted, let's be honest.
yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't matter whether or not you have superpowers, how much other people suck. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really come because of this shit. Awfully convenient, though.
Oh, what would you come for?
Daddy issues.
He gestures to Ross. Well, not daddy issues. Still shaking trees on that one.
Oh, okay.
But we had a little conversation the other day. Takes a sip of the tequila. And, well, there's some folks in town, if you're still interested.
Data's gonna look over at Ross, like arch an eyebrow.
Consider me interested.
Um, did I miss something? Or?
Seems like we all did.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of things recently.
Is this something I should be coming along for?
That's not my decision to make.
You're all welcome to come. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm asking Ross, is this something you need me to come along for?
It could be beneficial.
All right.
So who are we going to meet?
Good question.
Spoilers.
All right.
Very well.
Okay.
This isn't the paparazzi setup, right?
Fuck no. You
Okay.
kidding me? Who do you think you're fucking talking to?
It would be a good
Man,
show.
did you see what they're talking about us? I'm kind of paranoid right now.
Yeah, that's their fucking baselines, man. Come on. Put a little respect on my name. I wouldn't sink that low. Good grief. If I had an issue with you, I would just assassinate you, not assassinate your character for the media.
What do you mean?
God.
As in kill you.
I
Yeah,
understand
that's
the
pretty
word,
clear.
but
Oh,
you
for
wouldn't kill
fuck's
us,
sake.
right? Why would you want to kill us?
He doesn't.
Look, are you
That's why
going to
he
this
hasn't.
meeting or not?
Never mind. Never mind.
I intend to, and it seems like Theta
So,
is trying to
I have
convince-
no clue what you're talking about at all. Can you please be so kind as to explain, elaborate further, perhaps, perchance?
I'm going to talk to some of my friends.
About
To
what?
chat. Stuff.
Regarding
About being
who?
novas. What do you mean regarding who? Look at who you're talking to. I'm not gonna go talk to fucking Nick down
There's
at
a
the
lot of
deli.
ins and outs, Riggs. I don't know what what are you referring to currently.
Jesus. Hopeless.
Okay, it's
Absolutely
been a
hopeless.
stressful morning, and I'm a bit tipsy. So what? Just talk about novas with your nova buddies? What? Have you heard
Yes.
about those Terra records? I mean, those bands are good. They're rebelling against the Church of Saint Michael. I sent him a collab request. That's gonna be some good shit right there.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, if that's what rocks your boat, I guess.
You don't listen
Cool.
to metal? I figured you are more of a rap guy.
No. Well, some of the OG classic stuff, sure, but not
Right.
particularly.
Then
I
what?
mostly like rock, but this is not what I'm here for.
Are,
Okay,
the,
like
are there not the Novas that are gonna be in that meeting? Because that's the kind of
no,
Terrigen Novas I want to meet.
they're not gonna be there. I don't know what they're doing. I don't
Who's
even
gonna be there
know
then?
them specifically. Oh, well, fucking spoilers. You either can go and find out, or you can stay here and live in the dark.
Well, that's exciting. Let's go. And I'll bring the tequila.
Knock yourself out.
Theta's just like gonna like sigh and pinch the bridge of her nose a bit, but then she'll shake out her shoulders and
Come on, guys. It's either this or we stay here worrying about this slander or whatever.
no, I'm going. I was just it's okay, whatever.
Don't worry, Rick has the stuff for you. He has all the he has everything you need.
Theta's just like looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Utopians opens a portal.
And
Let's
then
make
Yeah.
as they go through the portal, she like jabs Zara with her elbow, like
I had it coming. It's okay.
Cool. Yeah, you guys go through the portal. You come out in this kind of darker kind of space. It's kind of got a lounge vibe, bunch of leather couches around. There are some lamps on like a lower light setting. Um, it's there's some like quiet, soft music playing. Um, and there is a fuck, I forgot to make the tokens for these people. Shit. Um, but there's a woman there who is she's got like this grayer skin, but she does look like beautiful. Like it's not a like a rotting like gray color. It's almost like this warmer gray. Kind of think like I guess like a drow from like D&D or whatever. Um, and long, slightly curly black hair. Um, she's wearing this sort of purple dress, black high heels. She's got a drink in hand and she's sitting on one of the couches. There's another woman who is like actually wearing something that looks kind of like a superhero like costume, but it's like full white. There's no symbols, no other colors. It is just perfect, clean white from shoulder to toe. Long white cape as well that ends just before the ground. She has long flowing red hair and um essentially eyes that are glowing with fire.
Now that's an icon right there.
Um Portal closes. Rakes kind of shovels past you all and is like, sit, get comfortable. Um he gestures to the grayskin lady and says, this is the lady. And she just smiles. Um, for whatever reason, she just likes to be called the lady. But that's what she wants to be called, so that's what we call her. And then this is Phoenix over here. And the woman with fiery eyes nods. Naturally, they're both Terrets. Ross, you said you wanted to talk to some people of some other opinions, we'll say. So, these are some of my friends, you can say, in the Terrigen that are a little bit more local ish.
I see.
The lady
Um,
nods. She's like, yes, we've heard some interesting things about the lot of you.
uh,
Terrible about the news cycle right now. Hate to see baselines tearing down some fellow Novas.
It is what it is, unfortunately.
does that happen often?
Oh, of course. The baselines scratch for whatever power they can get their claws on. Tearing down Novas in the media is one of the few things that they can do.
I like how you call it the cycle. So this is like just a natural thing.
Oh, yes, it comes, it goes. They get distracted, they move on. They're like children. They get upset, and then you flash a piece of candy in their face, and it all melts away.
Okay,
You'll see.
so what? We shouldn't be worried. This is just like just chill. What? I mean,
Why should you? They're baselines. Don't worry about them. They can have
um,
their opinions, they can pitch a fit, but at the end of the day, what are they going to do?
Ladies, I have to compliment you. Well, lady, I have to compliment you on your demeanor. But Phoenix, I have to compliment you on your outfit. I mean, that is so amazing. And I have brought this, and she puts the tequila on the table. This is like an Istrian vintage. I feel a bit weird bringing a bottle here, but it's that kind of day, you know. We don't have that demeanor yet, so I'm a bit stressed. It's a good tequila. Try it if you care for that sort of stuff.
Phoenix smiles a little and she says, it was thoughtful to bring a drink. You weren't expected to. Don't worry about it. I'll get some glasses. And she gets up and heads off to the side of the room and begins fetching some tumblers. Um, the lady crosses her legs and leans back a little on the leather couch and turns her attention to Ross. Well, while it is fascinating to have all of you here, we were under the impression that it was mostly Ross and maybe Miss Theta here that we would be talking to. So let's not get lost in talking about the small things.
Theta's just gonna kind of like not like she looks a little bit confused because they mentioned possibly talking to her and she had no idea any of this was happening. So she's just gonna go look again over at
okay.
Please help
Yeah,
me.
Ross, tell us what this is all about. Come on.
I am here to gain a deeper philosophical understanding of Terrace and what it truly means. I was hoping to
Oh,
speak with some of you so I can become a bit more enlightened.
Phoenix comes back with tumblers and sets them down on a coffee table in between the two couches, and she sits down. Oh, so only simple questions today then. Uh, the lady nods. Well, Terrace is a very personal thing. What it means to each individual varies to some degree. I assume you've heard the Null Manifesto before.
Many times.
Hmm. The Null Manifesto is certainly a introduction, if nothing else. It does not wholly describe the nature of Terrace, although it does capture the pathos rather well, in my opinion. But ultimately, Terrace is focused on the acknowledgement that we are more than human. We don't deny where we come from. We do not deny the baseline nature we are derived from. However, we do deny that human is still an accurate descriptor to what we are, because we are a people in flux. We are novas. We change and we are capable of changing the world and ourselves. So, Terrace is the movement and the philosophy of trying to understand what does that mean for our future as a people. Because while some believe coexistence is possible, it is not as simple as just living in the same spaces, as I'm sure you all are becoming increasingly aware of.
Okay, so I mean that sounds good, but what do you guys think about like the rest of your family, those who are quote unquote baselines? Well, yeah, because it seems to me like I don't know, you're kind of talking down on humans and yeah, so I want to know, do you guys have family left alive? Do you see them? Like, what's up with that?
I'm going to answer your question with my own question. When a dog feels threatened and it bites someone, do you talk down to the dog for having done so? Do you think less of a dog that does not understand nuances about human life? No, you acknowledge it as a dog and it is incapable of understanding those nuances because they are outside of its frame of reference. The same could be said about any animal in comparison to any other animal. It is not so much that we look down on humans, but no, well, Rakes chuckles as well. He's like, some of us do, but not all of us. It's not what it's about." The lady nods. Right. But we have to acknowledge that there are differences. For example, you're very fast. It would be dishonest to imply that you are comparable to baselines or that baselines are comparable to you. You would not be allowed to compete in the Olympics or any sport because it would be considered unfair. So, why should you be held to all of the other same standards that humans are held to? Because you're not. You're different. So, at least personally, when I think of my family, I still have affections for them. I still acknowledge them as my family. I don't reject that I was once a baseline. But I acknowledge that my life experience as it is now is wholly divergent from something they can ever really understand. They can conceptually grasp that I am different and that no matter how much I try to explain it to them, they'll never really understand it. But I also don't need them to because I get to decide what it means for me to be a Nova.
Oh, um, okay, but okay. So let's how do I put this? So if baselines are dogs, don't you want to help dogs? I mean, it's cute. I want to help it. Yeah.
Personally, yes. I think baselines would be greatly benefited by our stewardship. But the unfortunate nature of things as it stands right now is that they are afraid of us. Not that that's necessarily a incorrect line of thinking. It's in their nature. We're hard to understand, and things that are hard to understand are scary for baselines. So it's expected. However, there are those of us that are very capable of taking over the planet and guiding it into a better future for all. So, personally, that is what I want. Now, I know not everybody in this room agrees with me, not to name names, which Rakes just chuckles. Um, but that is also the good thing about Terrace is not one idea. It is the idea of pursuing what our future should be and working amongst ourselves as a people to figure out what that is. So, for example, you and I do not have to agree, just like Rakes and I do not agree. And when we have our big meetings, we can debate what our beliefs are, and our compatriots are free to agree or disagree. And eventually, the time will come when a choice has to be made on what the step forward will be. But until then, we debate, we discuss, we philosophize, sometimes even fight. But I'm sure Rakes has made mention of what happened to those that did not immediately align with our values in the early days.
Maybe. If you did, Rakes, I kind of don't remember.
Just talking about when we kicked the primacy out and killed a number of them.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, sorry, she's a little bit more flowery than I am.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah. Uh, I don't know. This seems, but I don't know. I just kind of assumed like if you have maybe sounds a bit corny, but if you have power, you try to use it to help others. I don't know.
She's not saying that we don't.
I know she's not, but
Phoenix pipes up at this point after pouring herself a glass of tequila and having a sip of it. She says, right. The problem is, when it comes to using our power, we are not all in agreement that, as the lady has put it, we are not all in agreement that being stewards of the world should be our place. Some of us have different ideas. So, on that front, we are not in agreement. Now, those that do believe using our powers to help people do go ahead and do that. And there are those who think utopia may have the right of it. There are most of us do not, because utopia is participating in the system. And a lot of us in the Terrigen do not agree with the system as it is now. Some are perfectly happy to take advantage of the system as it is, but at least those of us that, well, those of us with a mutual friend in Rakes, I will say, do not enjoy the system as it is now. And so, for those of us that take issue with the system, we are not inclined to step in to get involved until people are ready to do away with the system as it is. We could, should we desire, overthrow the government if we really wanted to. It'd be bloody, for sure. But it could be done. Just look at what happened in Russia a few years ago. But it causes a lot of turmoil and strife and such. So then the only other option at this point in time is to do what Utopia is doing, which many of us do not endorse. And I understand that you are utopian novas, and I don't want to shame you for that choice. However, I personally cannot abide by utopia. I could never work with them because, frankly, I find that they have the right idea in their heart, but I find the practices that have to be done in order to do what they do distasteful, if not abhorrent to some degree.
Which practices?
Where do you think Utopia gets its money?
Taxes?
From
They
people
don't
who
collect
believe in the
taxes.
cause?
Utopia is a nonprofit.
Exactly. They're a nonprofit. John Doe, who works a 9 to 5 and is struggling to pay his rent, is not donating thousands of dollars every year to Utopia. Utopia cannot operate on a global scale off of thousands of dollar donations made by John Doe's, even if they could. The reality is, Utopia has to campaign corporations and other organizations, as well as individuals that have the kind of wealth it takes to operate Utopia. Additionally, Utopia indirectly owns a number of, for simplicity's sake, we'll call them subsidiaries that are for profit organizations. The reason why you see toys of the Plastic Man, Cestus Pax himself, and other Team Tomorrow members is because their likeness is licensed out from Utopia to these subsidiaries that they indirectly own, and a good portion of those profits get funneled back into Utopia. So they are backed by billionaires and corporations and profits, despite calling themselves a nonprofit. So, what happens when they are forced to choose between helping a nation or a people that need it, and that goes against corporate interests? At the end of
Well,
the day, it is the check that decides what choice is made there.
no way.
Yes way.
But
It would be easy to sway their values if you are able to add more money to their pile.
Do you think Utopia got involved in the Equatorial Wars because it was the right thing to do?
I suppose not.
It was of interest to do so. It's also the same reason why Utopia doesn't engage in conflicts with Novas on a one-to-one basis anymore. Think about it, historically speaking. How many fights between Team Tomorrow teams have occurred between other teams of Novas where the opposition has not been grossly outnumbered by the Utopia Novas? I doubt you can recall any situations since the Equatorial Wars. Doesn't look good when Utopia Novas bite it. I'm sure you all have heard the story of Slag.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Part of your training, even.
Ah, see? It's all about public perception and money. Sure, their heart is in the right place. I'm not going to say it's not. But it doesn't matter once money comes into the equation.
What did we just lose?
Zutak.
We
Let's
lost
talk.
Zhutak, and he has returned to us.
Talk.
yeah, yeah.
Reborn.
I don't know what happened. It just
Yeah.
the computer went to sleep. Yeah. So
Make sure you're still in the backup as well.
it
Yeah.
it seems I'm in, but
Okay.
yeah, says
Cool.
connected. So
Okay. Cool. Um, it's like you were saying. Um, but once money gets involved, it doesn't matter if their heart is in the right place. Because once they have to make the choice between doing the right thing and keeping the business running, they're going to keep the business running. And they will rationalize it. Well, we can't continue to do good if we're not keeping the business running and other things like that. But at what point are you really doing what's good then? If you're only doing the right thing when it's convenient for you, are you really doing the right thing? I don't want to make this a conversation about bashing Utopia, but you asked. So this is one of the reasons why I do not like Utopia, and I will never work with them.
I have a question that's not related necessarily to the Utopia stuff.
Sure.
I can heal. That's one of my abilities. And I've kind of seen some of the possibilities of what I can do with my healing. How do I decide who to heal? Because I can't
Who do you want to heal?
everyone. Well, not
Do your
everyone, but
best to heal everybody.
she's gonna look down at her hands and frown a bit, but she'll go quiet.
wait.
How
So
much of her speech on Utopia and how she doesn't it sounded kind of resonant for Ross a little bit, but how much of it was embellished, let's say?
Not particularly. Like, she's not just saying, "Oh, well, they suck because they take money." She's like backing it up with, "Yeah, these are things that have happened."
Mm,
Like, you're confident that if you fact check some of this stuff, it's gonna come back as like, "Yeah, that stuff did happen." Um, her stance may be dramatic and hardline, but nothing she has said is explicitly incorrect, if that makes sense.
okay. So there's no deception there. Maybe a little more vitriol, but no deception.
Correct.
Okay. Gotcha. Sorry, I just wanted to double check there. Was Moses going to say something there?
Sure, but it kind of fizzled out of my brain, so you keep
Okay.
on.
Cool. I gotcha.
You just wanted to say vitriol.
He's got his edumacation.
Zara is just scrolling her phone, tuning out this propaganda.
Wild to hear from the doom scroller.
Wow.
Oh,
It's an echo chamber, man.
oh, I remember what I wanted to say. So wait, did just like so the idea is we just do what we want to do, even though we
Yes.
have all this, and not just all this. I mean, we can. I mean, I couldn't smell before nearly as great, and now I can. I mean, we can. I mean, you taught us this, so what we just do what we want with all of this? Isn't that too like how do I irresponsible? Isn't that like selfish?
Well, no, because what she's saying is that, I mean, you naturally want to help people, so you would still be out there helping people. You'd just be doing it on your own instead of part of a big corporation with funding.
Yeah, man.
No.
Listen, I don't want to interrupt these two lovely ladies too much because you can talk to me anytime, just about. But I do want to add in, like, you're throwing around selfish. How do we define selfish, really, at the end of the day? Because think about it, man. There's fucking, you steal something, somebody says you're selfish. You steal bread for your family because they're starving. Oh, well, that's reasonable. But is that not selfish? Because you're putting your own needs over other people, even if it's at the expense of a corporation. People say that's fine contextually, but you're still putting you and your family's own needs above others. If
Yeah.
you do what you have to do to keep your job, some people would say that's selfish. Like, if you're, let's say you're working a construction job and you are insistent that people follow safety rules, and you know somebody says, "Oh, ignore the safety rules, just do it the fast way," and you say, "No, we're going to follow safety," and they're going to call you selfish because you're afraid of losing your job for not following safety. Is that really selfish? Is that a wrong choice to make, to prioritize what you need and what is good for you over others?
I
At
mean,
this point, maybe she'd chime in with saying that that's a pretty narrow perspective to put in for what you're doing. I mean, not everyone can be Novas.
No,
So,
not everyone can be novas, but there's also literal billions of humans and a couple thousand novas. Like, how wrong is it to pursue the possibilities available to you. Is it right
Depends.
to restrain yourself because it scares other people or other people get nervous? Yeah, it sucks that they don't have powers, but none of us made that decision. None of us chose to erupt. We
Yeah,
can
but we
choose
can
what we do with
choose.
it, but to expect us to restrain ourselves and to be beholden to the limitations of humanity,
We
that's
can choose not
wrong.
to make them afraid. I remember how afraid I was when I heard the manifesto back when I was still normal, and I don't want to instill that fear in any child. But
The
I,
lady leans her head on one of her hands on the back of the couch and she says, "Oh, honey, you don't have to do anything to make them afraid. They will always be afraid of us because we can do things they cannot do. It does not matter whether we flex our power, whether we take over or abide by their rules, there will always be that fear. There is no
yeah,
escaping that. There are
I
people
mean,
out there right now that are afraid of you, even.
yeah, you're right about that. But we can choose our words to correspond with our actions. I mean, yeah, sure, if I do something terrible, they will be afraid, but I won't make a fucking speech about it saying that I'm gonna keep on doing it. I mean, I will keep acting on in the best interest of humanity, not the 1% that can be Novas or that are rich assholes. I will have a broader perspective. I'm
Rakes
not
is a
judging
little
you, I'm just saying it can be done differently.
Rakes is a little heavy-handed in how he puts things. So allow me to reword on his behalf. When he's saying we should be able to do what we like, it is not to say we should be able to wantonly kill whoever whenever we want to necessarily. It's not that we should enact world domination and rule over it with an authoritarian regime, but it is to acknowledge that restricting ourselves to human laws and expectations is not right.
It is a
There cannot be true equality between us because we are so different from normal humans. We cannot have the same expectations on humans as we have on novas and vice
of
versa.
course. It's pretend equality. And you don't want to pretend. I get that.
Yes.
She turns to her
I
phone.
mean, seeing that you're disengaging, she looks to the others.
I, I
We're
mean, I
not
guess
we're not proposing what the solution is yet, but as things stand, is not tenable. And so Terrace is about finding our future as a species.
You found a deeper understanding of what you're capable of in your pursuit of Terrace.
She smiles. Yes.
I have found that In wanting to live to this utopian ideal, I'm grading a bit against the things that I was gifted. Are there those who could potentially help me understand, help us understand what it is we're capable of, what we fail to realize we're capable of?
She glances from you to Rakes and then back to you, ponders for a moment. There are things that can be taught. However, those things are not available to those that refuse Terrigen.
Naturally. I just find that I'm growing more curious. In that this
Phoenix pipes up.
bandage that I'm wearing isn't sufficient.
Phoenix pipes up at this. We are all nascent gods in our infancy. I'm not talking capital G, I'm talking little g, more Greek gods. We are capable of great things. And we are capable of shaping even our own mythos. But it requires an openness and an acknowledgement of what we are. You cannot stubbornly cling to humanity and go beyond at the same time. It is a fork in the road. You cannot walk down both paths. It is one or the other. Cling to humanity or move on. And in Terrigen, we've all moved on.
And does that include the acceptance of the monstrous, like a Garyon?
The lady smiles. Oh, yes. We're all monsters, marvels, importance here.
I believe I'm beginning to get a better understanding both of Terrace and of each of you. But if you would allow me to ask you each a candid question. A succinct
course.
question. For you first, lady. What does it mean to be a Nova? And what does the future
You said
hold
for
you?
the. You said this is targeted to the lady.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the question again?
What does it mean to be a Nova? And what does the future hold for you?
What does it mean to be a Nova? It means power. It means an absolute will over the self. It is to change and take different forms. And as for that future, well, I would like to see a world where we could shepherd humanity into something greater, turn it into something beautiful and different. As horrible as that might be to some.
What do you mean shepherd humanity? Do you think all of them could become Novas?
She shrugs. Maybe. We're still in our infancy as a species. Who knows?
I'll nod, and then I'll turn to Phoenix with the same question.
For the future, it's hard to say. Part of me wants to tear down the systems as they are, build something better. I don't necessarily think it's our job to shepherd humanity. I don't think we should be chained to such a role. I think we should be free to go about our lives as we wish and only be held responsible for our actions by our fellow Novas. But I think being a Nova means becoming functionally a god in and of oneself. For what greater power is there? I have seen the things I am capable of doing. I have seen things that my brothers and sisters are capable of doing. We are a sign of the future.
I'll nod once again and turn to Rakes this time.
Well, I fucking talked about this a couple of times. Fuck the baselines, man. I'm of the mind, let them figure their shit out. We should get the fuck out of here. Find a place of our own, you know. Um, we're capable of great things. Great, great things. And I think to a degree, humanity's kind of a dead weight. There are humans that understand the difference, and maybe they can come along for the ride. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought to that, but I think we got to go. I think we got to leave because they're just going to drag us down into their bullshit. You know, we've had thousands of years to see what humans do. We've had 10 to see what Novas are capable of. And I don't want to see Novas in a human caused conflict. Not on a grand scale. I think we got to go. So, what does mean Nova mean to me? Life. And everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And now's where I turn to Theta with the same question.
Shit.
Just gonna like roll her eyes at him and be like, "We talked about this. You want me to speak to the class?"
Not unless you have anything new to add. That's fine.
She'll look towards the group, towards Moses and Zara, Breaks, the lady, Phoenix. I don't know enough about myself to know who I'll be in the future or what the future may hold. What I do know is who I was as a human and what I seen as a human, what I did as a human, and how quickly those things are changing for me. I think being a Nova is about doing the things the humans can't, but not doing the things the humans can't because Why are they risking themselves for money to serve a nation that doesn't actually care about them besides their pocketbooks? When we can do things for them or things that completely make those things irrelevant. Having listened to these conversations, I don't see myself as separate from humanity per se, but I do understand that I am different and that what I can do puts me so far beyond a human that is out there right now. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. I don't think shepherds, maybe stewards, a steward of humanity, a guardian of it. It's all silly and idealistic, but it's what I see, it's what I hope for.
Oh, well, what are we fucking doing if we don't have ideals?
Is the foundation of a philosophy, after all. Very well. Thank you for sharing again, Theta.
You're welcome.
Now I turn to Blink.
My turn, eh? Um,
If you say ditto, I'm punching you.
well, then I'm not gonna say ditto. I'm gonna say kind of the same thing, but see, my problem is sure, we're like gods with not a capital G, but have you read what they do? I mean, sorry, but yeah, I'm really fast now. I can smell well, but you know, I still got the same impulsive urges I had before. I'm still like, maybe for you, Ross, I don't know, maybe now that you're even smarter, like super smart, you could think of something that would steward, shepherd the human race. But for me, I'm super fast, and yeah, I can help a lot in a lot of ways, but I don't really see how that makes me like different from a human fundamentally in the way we think and process stuff. It's yeah, I'm more powerful, but you know, if it's a superhuman somebody, a Nova that's really angry in a bar, he's just gonna wreck the whole bar. And I just don't see how we're more evolved. We're just more powerful. And I just want to help the others that are still weak, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's always been like that. I think we can philosophize for days, but there's the right thing to do. And even though you can't really put it into words, in most situations, when you come to it, you'll know what it is. And I think if you don't, you're just lying to yourself. And I don't think it's the right thing for you. I think it's like the right thing. Am I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just something that's itching me in the inside always.
What is the right thing?
That's what I'm saying. It's the right thing is the right thing. Like, when you're in a situation, you know what the right thing is to do. Like, I don't know, if you walk down the street and you see somebody's fallen down, you just go help because it's the right thing, but you just go help. You don't think about if it's the right thing to do. Maybe there's a part of you that wakes up and like, maybe I don't feel like doing it, but you know it's the right thing to do. And I think that now that I can do all of this, it's even more important that I do that right thing whenever I can.
Let me ask you an additional question, Raj. Recently, we've done the right thing. And because of where we're at, you saw how people reacted to that.
Yeah.
Would you still be willing to do the right thing if that were the response every single time?
Uh, yeah. I really wouldn't like it, but I don't know how it'd be feasible. I mean, if it was like that every time, I think they, try to shoot me before they let me help. If it just escalates, but yeah, I mean, just because, you know, I don't know, say somebody's drowning and they're flapping their arms, they can't help it, they don't want to be saved. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna help them. I may get hit a couple of times, but I'm gonna do it. We're all gonna do it, right? I mean, what else is there to do? Just sit there and watch them drown? Have a pina colada? What are we talking about?
Yeah, we'll help and have a pina colada.
I've always appreciated that about you, too. Thank you for answering. Of course, last but not least,
And I'll like lower your phone with my hand. Just put my hand in front of the screen before I ask
Rude.
you the same question, Zara.
Oh, what was the question?
what does it mean to you to be a Nova? And what do you see in the future?
Right. Well, I mean, I don't. I am the number one hot new Nova, but that's not all I am. I'm Zara first and foremost. So I'm just looking at this as an opportunity. People listen to me, and I have a power, and I can help them. The point is that I don't want to be in the 1%. I always want an assault to be equal. I mean, I could have been above the average person, but that's not what I want. I would like assault to be equal in a way, and that's what I will aim to do. As for what the future holds, I mean, now I have a platform of people and they will listen, and hopefully we can work towards a mutual goal. As you said, if they judge us for doing the right thing too often, well, we can influence that.
I kind of have a follow-up question for Zara. Or maybe the room in general. But
Okay,
when
cool.
we talk when we talk about equality, being equal, or finding that equality balance between humans and novas, is I mean, humans can't even find equality amongst themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with them imposing their restrictions on us because I can still relate to how I would feel in their situation. Of course, I mean, if that gets too annoying, then we can influence it.
Well, we have that situation on our hand right now. If we were following, complying with every rule humanity has, we should be locking Ross up away. He didn't
What?
mean he didn't mean to kill anyone, but he technically did because of his powers. Sorry, Ross, I'm not shitting on you for this. I understand it completely. But if we're limiting ourselves to the human perspective, that's still manslaughter.
Then we save people too? Like, what?
Does that balance out? If a nurse is a serial killer who targets old men, only kills old men, but by being a nurse, she has saved twice as many other lives, do we let her keep killing old men in hospitals?
No, but come on, that's not the same thing. This would be more like if you give, I don't know, if you give a dog a gun or a monkey a gun, and if it, but you don't tell it what it is, if it shoots someone, is it responsible for killing someone? Like Ross didn't know.
I'm
What was
not
his?
saying that Ross didn't know. I'm arguing from the perspective of human law. Because this
But
is the
it.
shit that got my friends and shit caught up all the time when we were humans and running the street, the technicality of it. They didn't care about everything else around that situation. They cared about the situation.
But
Data, we are not popos. We have a better overview of the situation. At least I think. I mean, you cannot blame him
I'm
for being.
not
no,
blaming
no, she's not blaming him.
Ross.
I know you're not, but even in the hypothetical example that you gave, I mean, it just doesn't work that way. We are who we are. We are doing our best, but it's important not to put ourselves above their, like, above what they're doing right now. I mean, we're listening to Bryce and trusting this PR department, whatever.
I mean, what I'm saying is a fair jury wouldn't say Ross did it. They just wouldn't.
You can't have a fair jury made up of fucking baselines, though, is the
Because
problem. And that's who's going to be on the jury. You think they're going to put Novas on the fucking jury?
Yeah, but
Come on,
Yeah, that's
Moses.
the
no,
line.
no,
That's the line right there.
but I mean, uh,
Look,
okay,
Moses,
okay.
here's my experience, okay? I erupted from day fucking one. I've had feds keeping tags on me for one fucking reason. I didn't even have to do anything fucking wrong. They've been tracking me because I can walk through walls. I didn't do anything to give them reason to be up my ass constantly. But now I have to live my life that way because I can fucking do it.
Oh, yeah,
That's
true.
why I have issue with the fucking baselines. I don't have to do something wrong for them to not like me. My very existence is perceived as a fucking threat, which is why I think we need to leave.
Yeah,
Because no
but
matter what we do, no matter how much good we do, they will persecute us given the chance.
And
okay.
it will fade out, just like one of the ladies said. I mean, have you already forgotten what it's like to be in their shoes? They're just afraid. I mean, imagine somebody walking through walls. That's pretty scary, right?
No, it's just the same shit, different day. They just move targets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and they forget.
They're not going to forget, though, because we're not going away. We're still here.
Yeah, don't go away.
oh, okay. Okay, so let's say we do go away and it's just us Novas, and it comes to a point where there's, I don't know, 100,000 Novas, and they set up a government. And we have a Nova government with confidential files. The Nova government still wouldn't want you to just walk through the walls in security. They'd be
See,
afraid
but
of you if you have it back.
the difference is that will be a government set up and ran by our peers. That's the key
Oh,
difference. We're
Yeah,
being restricted because we can do things they can't. We're being restricted because we are different. We are being held back from our potential because we are different.
That's all true. And we should play pretend along until it crosses a line. In which case, we'll say, sorry guys, it is what it is. We're acting in your best interest. Don't you think so?
Oh, and you think they're just going to agree? You think they're just going to go along with that?
Well,
They have an entire international organization of these fucking baselines whose entire job is to hunt us down when they
Hunt is
don't like us. Oh, yeah. Actually, look into the fucking directive. Where do you think Sluice is? He's locked up in some fucking pit somewhere because of doing what? Silently protesting. He didn't even hurt anybody. He didn't even imply any violence. He showed up in Tampa and just sat there. That's the crime he committed, and he's been locked up for it. They've been holding him for months for nonviolent, peaceful protest.
is he a martyr?
Who knows? We don't even know if he's alive. Because the directive and the governments of the world don't want us to know. They want to keep him hidden away. He could be dead. He could be otherwise. And they don't want to bring up what his status is because they don't want people to realize that they're looking for excuses to get rid of Novas. Because in their words, we are the Nova problem. That's their tagline. The Nova problem.
That's pretty catchy.
We are a threat to states in the systems as they exist right now. And states don't like competition. So until there are not states, we as Novas will always be a threat to them.
I don't like him being held up for no reason.
yeah.
We shouldn't.
We should do something about that.
But they don't want you to, so you better not be a good little utopian. Pulls out
What
his electric
day?
cigarette.
I will make our own day. We will have our own support.
Data's
Yeah.
gonna just look over to Moses quietly and then away.
They ain't gonna fucking like that. You're already deciding you're gonna go over their head and do something that they're not gonna like. Then you're gonna be the one in the hall.
They gotta fucking learn to compromise as well.
Compromise? You don't compromise with the enemy.
They're not the enemy, they're just people.
No, but they think you're the enemy. That's what you need to understand.
Well,
They're not
that's,
thinking of us as people. They're
That's
thinking
just
of
like-
us as other. That's why the Terrigen exists.
But then
It's
they're
not going to stop.
your opinion.
say that they're the other. I mean,
Yes, because we are other. We are different. But it doesn't matter if we respect their humanity and we respect them as living beings. It doesn't matter because they will always feel threatened by us. They will always see us as something to be feared. They will always see us as a threat. That will never change.
You're
They
just
can't stop
dated,
seeing each other. Look at history, Zara. Really fucking look at baseline history. They can't stop killing each other. They can't stop abusing each other. They can't stop taking advantage of each other. Now they have all the impetus and reason to offload all that same shit onto us and justify it.
Yeah,
These
but
fucking baselines will chain us and do everything in their power to control us. So if we don't take control to protect ourselves, they will certainly take control and abuse us.
That-
Utopia is just another way they fucking do it.
You're saying
Sorry,
it
but
like
that's how I feel.
you're saying it like you're afraid.
Afraid? No, I'm not afraid. I'm just looking at the writing on the fucking wall.
he's just hurt. Look, if we can prove to them that we are a team that acts in their best interests, then we can gain their trust. Perhaps. I won't let them dictate everything I do. I will pretend and comply, but I will still do what I think is right. For them, I
The
will be the
lady
one
smiles.
who does it.
She says, what have you been doing?
Ah, well, some really good tunes, for one.
That will certainly advance the Nova cause.
I don't want to advance the Nova cause. I want to advance the Zara cause. People agree.
What do you mean people agree?
So, what I'm hearing is on one hand, you're saying you're going to do what's right. And if the humans get out of line, you're going to help Novas and you're going to do what you want to do. But what I'm seeing is you're just making music and doing what Utopia tells you to do. So,
Just making music. That's not.
not to be mean, but I'm not convinced that you are going to go against them if it's the right thing to do.
Right. How could it be right to go against them? I'm fighting for them. I'm just saying that I won't take their shit. For example, they suggested to put cameras on our bodies once. Like, what the fuck was
But
that?
where's the line though?
That's the line right there. The
Cameras
line,
on the bodies, so as long as they're not doing that, it's okay.
the line is where you start calling them a bit too much, like you guys are doing. It's all us, you know. The
We're
line is
acknowledging the facts here.
if they, the government, try to force me to do something that I don't want to, that's where I draw the line. Other than that, I will try to do good to them, even though they say that I'm not doing it, even though they are casualties in the process. I won't regret it.
So, what are you going to do when the government says it is illegal for you to start to it's illegal for you to continue to, shall we say, throw your personality around the way you do?
I'll burn that bridge when I get to it.
So everything is fine until they are personally persecuting you and what you can do. But until it affects you, no action is necessary.
Well, not just me, my team. And I didn't like what you said about the sluice guy. I would like to do something about that as well. I mean, mm,
To be brutally honest, Zara, and I'm saying this because I think you all are genuinely curious and want to have this conversation. So I don't say this to be mean or rude. I say it so that you understand how some of us may view some individuals, such as yourself. To me, as a tarot, you strike me as somebody who is, quite frankly, performative. You strike me as somebody who does not care until you and yours are personally affected, and otherwise you are indifferent to the struggles of what is going on and the realities of the world. And that you are very good at talking, but very bad at doing. We have some people like that in the Terrigen already. And, well, I don't think our future really is going to include them.
Yeah, I mean, talking is my strong suit. You can do much
Right.
doing with talking.
And what doing have you done with your talking?
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, I have not done anything for your cause, if that's what you're aiming for, but
I'm asking for
Theta,
any cause.
Theta's gonna lift a hand up here, like to stop, like a stopping motion.
what?
This conversation's gonna get both of you nowhere as you're fundamentally opposed. Um,
Uh, yeah,
what
I
I was gonna say, Zara, Lady, Phoenix, Rakes, all of you. Some of us haven't lived, well, we've all lived different lives that led us to different conclusions to come to these points. Some of us are just at different parts of that journey. And I think that's where that needs to be left for now.
Phoenix speaks up. The door to the Terrigen is always open. But for those seeking guidance and understanding, that is a door that remains closed until one is ready to walk away from humanity. As I said before, you cannot be both human and Nova. It is either or.
Oh, come on, that's a bit harsh. Why won't you give...
It's the truth.
Listen, look, how about we try to help, then prove our...
Zara, you're not going to convince them.
You are
What about the sluice guy?
grossly missing my point. This is not about protecting humanity or doing right by humanity. The point I am making is about what we are. I suggest you talk to your friend Ross here to get a better understanding if you want to have that argument, because I know what is true and what is not. And you strike me as somebody who is very early in their journey. So, settle down.
Fine, I offered you to do something about your friend that you didn't do anything about.
We are doing something about our friend. Thank you very much.
What are you doing?
Theta's gonna look at Moses
You're not
again.
Terrigen. You don't get to know that.
Okay, so
I can
at
live with that.
at this moment, I'd use the earring to talk to Theta and be like, "What you want me to tell him? What you want me to tell him?" Like,
Maybe so they don't fuck up the chance you have to get, because you guys basically have him, right? In exchange? Was that not the
Ye-
deal?
yeah, if we close a case that we have no idea how to close.
Maybe they do. Maybe they have insight we don't.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Uh,
I would tell
Ross,
them.
Ross, should I tell them about the thing with Sluice?
Ross does not answer you.
Okay. So I might have a way of helping sleuths. I say that out loud.
The lady
That's
raises a
helpful.
brow. Really?
Oh fuck. Yeah, I do, but this doesn't leave the room, okay?
Yeah.
Is she lying?
You can make a roll. Cunning empathy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do the revealing read. I just wanna find it to remember how exactly it works.
Where
Sure.
are we, by the way?
You don't know. You're
Yeah,
in some
I think
kind
that
of
was
basement.
established.
It's
Yeah.
some kind of. You don't see any windows, anyways. It's
Was
low
this the
lighting.
basement that he
There's
took us to the
some
first time?
comfortable sitting. Huh?
Is this the basement he took us to the first time where we were discussing Will?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I roll for revealing read, I roll empathy plus cunning, difficulty equal to the target's composure, reduced by 2 because my mega cunning is 2.
Okay. So your target number is 2 then.
Okay.
That's how many successes you need. Not target number.
Okay. Okay. So 1, it says here that 1 is enough to know if she was lying, and then I can get further stuff for more successes.
Yeah, she's lying.
I think that's like he wouldn't go in deeper if you like. Yeah, if you're gonna be like that, forget about it.
Interesting. She just says with a smile.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. You guys want to go with me, or you gonna stay here talking with?
Yeah, let's go.
Theta's gonna look at Ross.
I've been kind of sitting still, maybe staring at the same spot on the wall for a while now.
She's gonna go over and tap him on the shoulder.
He'll look up to you.
Are you ready to go?
No. No, I don't think I am.
Will you be coming back?
He stands up at this point.
No, I don't think I will.
Six times.
What do you mean you don't think you will?
I understand where you're coming from. I won't try to change your mind. But I had still hoped that we maybe could have tried a little harder on what I talked about.
This
You-
doesn't need to be the end of our relationship as a team.
I know, but it also means that working it from the inside out won't
I
really
just
be as
can't
feasible.
That not at this time.
All right.
Wait, what are you saying? You're talk to me, Ross. What's going on?
I'm saying that I have not felt like a human in a great long while. And I've
Come
had
on,
time to
man.
think, ample time to think. Trust me, I process what I would have taken weeks to think about in seconds now. If I stay my course with Utopia, someone is going to get seriously hurt.
Why do you think that?
The more the time advances, the less I can control myself.
Don't you believe in yourself? We can find some other help. Surely these guys are not the end all be all of things.
They're what we have right now.
Yeah, right now. Come
And
on, man.
right now, it's important.
Phoenix
I-
stands up. And who's going to help you? The baselines who don't understand you? They can't help us. They don't understand us.
Moses, Zara, let's go. I'll talk with you at the tower.
No, come on. I mean, I've known him since school.
We're
He
not
can't.
ending our relationship with him. He's just walking this little bit of a different path because he needs to.
Why don't you ask Gilder? Like, he's old. He should know stuff. We have a meeting with him. Come
Roz,
on.
Roz, do
I
you
would never leave you like this.
shit? Roz, do you really need this? Is this really the best way? Is this really the only way?
Such a big brain. Come on, don't leave us. You have a responsibility to us as well. You just are lost in your own darkness and turn to some people instead of sticking together like we promised. Don't you remember? Come on, man.
As I said, I've had almost years to think about this at this point. This is my way forward. I'm not looking for a bandage to slap on this problem that I've become. I'm looking for a solution. That's
Maybe
not
he
gonna
has a
happen with either.
solution. How do you know that he does not?
Perhaps he does. Perhaps he doesn't.
Shouldn't you at least try before making such a radical decision? I mean, the meeting is like tomorrow. You can always come back to them.
Good night.
Yeah.
I think Ross is a Nova who has made up his mind,
Are you?
and that if he wants to go see Gilder, I can get him to Gilder. There's no reason why he can't talk to us and Gilder. So if you three want to leave, go ahead. I can take Ross where he wants to go after he's done chatting.
So what? Now they speak for you already?
No, I'm just getting fucking annoyed looking at Novus talking to another Nova like he's a fucking child. So either stay in chat or get moving.
Is that what you have to say too, Ross?
My name is Aftermath.
Okay.
What do you? Oh, yeah. Is that what you have to say, Aftermath?
You guys can be so dense sometimes.
Let's go. You can keep the tequila.
We'll talk soon. Give me some time.
Theta is going to reach out a hand and grab his hand with it. She is going to lower her voice and look at him. And she's going to just very softly whisper that you're not just destruction. And then she'll step back towards Moses and Zara.
I don't get this at all.
I do.
Ross or Aftermath,
I'll
do what you gotta do. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'll explain it when we get back. Let's go.
Uh, yeah, let's go.
Cool. Moses, you teleport the two ladies with you, going back to the tower, I presume.
Yep.
Okay. Rakes lets out a sigh, slumps back into the seat. That could have gone smoother. But, talks like these always get a little tense with utopians. Phoenix makes her way over to the seat where everybody was sitting and plucks out green hair after a moment of examination, and it turns into smoking dust.
Hmm.
Um, and Rakes says, "So, what exactly are you aiming to do here? You trying to join up, or what? Make it sound like you're not ditching Utopia, but you need to go a different way. So, what's it going to be?"
Did I not make it sound like that?
Well, you know, I understand it's not an easy thing, especially when you've got friends wanting to be with Utopia, but you're wanting to go a different direction. So we need clarity on our side what you are expecting to do.
I see. Well, then let me be perfectly clear then. I, myself, am done with Utopia at large. While I may still continue to assist them, my friends, my allies, I've no interest in Utopia anymore. I believe this, the Terrigen, is the way forward. So, whatever I need to do,
Well, need to do is tell us that you're in, which you've just done. So that's taken care of. Obviously, that'll need to be shown in your actions that you're done with Utopia, but I don't have any doubt that you'll be able to follow through on that. Because, unlike some of your companions, it seems, well, you've clearly been piecing together what the fuck's going on to some degree, even if you don't fully get it yet.
I don't, but I'm ready to learn.
Yeah. Maybe one day they'll come around, but it's fine. Like I've talked about before, you can have friends outside Terrigen. We don't give a shit. Um, so let's have something of a chat about transcendence. And that is where we're going to end the session for today.
Oh, I don't get to explain? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
Well,
have fun
I
with
think
that,
thank
that's
guys.
you.
perfect fucking cliffhanger for now. Because goddamn.
Yeah.
Cool. Big fucking deal session. Big fucking deal session. 9 XP.
Ooh, man. 9.
Yeah. Intrigue pop. Somebody switching allegiances. Woof. Yeah. Yeah. Which if you have the XP for it, Lane, you could buy you can suspend your Utopia path and buy a dot in the Terrigen path. We can talk about that after the recording. But yeah, cool. Questions, comments, concerns. Everybody have fun.
Yep. It was very intense.
Yeah.
It was so cool when he said, "I'm aftermath." Like,
Why you betraying us?
This isn't
I'm
a
joking.
betrayal.
yes,
I
dude.
know, but Moses doesn't get it.
Yeah. Moses is like, what the fuck?
He has to have at least 3 characters in a campaign.
Who said he's leaving the campaign?
No, he's not switching characters.
Yeah.
Oh, I've written him off. We're gonna fight him.
For your sake, I hope not, because you would fucking fold like wet tissue paper.
Oh, let me just take my helmet off real quick. Oh no.
All my friends are dead. D colon.
Oh, jeez.
And the intrigue pop was cool. Like it was everything coming down at once. That's really nice. Nicely played
Yep.
there.
I was keeping track of what things were contributing to it, and with those 5 successes, I was like, "It's
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's gonna be huge."
Yep.
Sick. God damn. God fucking damn.
What was your fucking, oh god, not your flux. Your flux at?
Transcendence?
Yes, thank you, Transcendence.
It's at 4 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
crawling up there.
Wait, how?
9 XP Skolex.
Well, I was gonna buy a quantum trait 'cause I saved up for it.
Ooh.
So I'm also now at 4.
Yeah.
How are you at 4? Did I do something wrong with character creation that I had
No,
just
I started with 2, and I've gained 2 over the course of play.
okay?
I have gained a bit from maxing out too often.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why they were kind of dunking on Zara, because clearly there are 2 of you who do not understand
Yeah.
why Novas are so different.
She's
Yeah, I mean, they're
human.
just humans with powers. I don't know what are you talking about.
I
It's
think
okay.
we did this
It's okay.
well.
Theta's gonna walk you guys through it or try to. I don't know if it's gonna go well.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We should stop this recording before we get to Theta eggs.
Oh, what?
That's for us to know, listeners, and for you to wonder about. All right, so let's start wrapping this up. Thank you for tuning
What's the
in
real
to this
name?
hot
Google it.
mess. If you want to support us, please the algorithm gods by leaving reviews, liking, subscribing, whatever
Dang
the hell
eggs.
buttons that are on your platform of choice. As always, you can find us on YouTube and anywhere that you can catch podcasts through the ether. Press all the funny buttons so you can always get the newest uploads and all that fun stuff. So until then, until next time, bye.
Algorithm.
Bye.
Bye.
Algorithm would be a really cool superhero name.